Bhavani of GMC Nalgonda. Many people have started asking me, sister, how you have taken the physics into a good subject and you have made it a good progress in it, and how are the ways like you have done. First of all, let me tell you, start loving physics. Physics is such a wonderful subject wherein you can learn, because now I see in physiology there is lots of physics involved. So rather than taking it as like justly formula based, take it as a conceptual base, because now we as MBBS students have to learn some basics of the physics which are very important, and I think you can just have your own ways, and when you start loving the subject, instead of scaring of the physics, we will start loving about it. If this video has started making love with the subject, please hit the like button, share and subscribe to my channel. First of all, let me tell you, this video is not only for NEET aspirants, it can be also taken consideration by the JEE aspirants, because physics is one of their subject, right? So we can just let's have a look into what courses we have got into the physics. So I think first we have the physical world and measurement, which includes physical world, units and measurements. So let me tell you, for this chapter is rather than simply telling you, it is only of the way you can generalize the concepts. Try to remember some of the formulas, and such as you have the substitution where it is given d 3 by 4. So I think you can make it in that way and move on to the next things. And coming next to the kinematics, kinematics looks a kind of very interesting, because it involves the daily aspects that we have seen, like buses, cars, trains, speed. But speed is like really like beyond our imaginations. But taking physics into consideration, we have to consider such speeds. And motion in a straight line, motion in a plane. So these two, I think you can start dropping down the formulas and know the values of g whenever, like when we have to take the minus, when we have to take the plus, and because this is the way where people get confused, and start learning the concept of it. Like what is the basic concepts, like generally when we throw a ball upwards, like whenever it is taken, this is going away from the gravity, right? So, and whenever we throw the ball towards the gravity, we take it as like the freely falling ball. So such all instances and all such considerations can be taken. So that is how you're gonna learn for that thing. And next you have the laws of motion, wherein you will be taught about the Newton's law. There will be pulley sums, and let me tell you, pulley sums, I think for the NEET 2020 it has given. I have just drawn an air and I have did the problem. It was such an easy problem, because it was like only asking us to find out the acceleration. So I think I have also written down the formulas for these things, so I can have you can have a roughly look on it. I have written about the Edwards formula, like Edwards machines, and there are contact forces, which is very important in this. And whenever it is for two marks, or like two bodies are connected, when there are three connected bodies, how the tension is acting at which place, and the various, like how the tension is acting, rather than just finding out the formulas. But I have not written entirely formulas, but I have taken the consideration of what forces are acting on it, because there is also frictional force, there is tension, and there is gravity that is acting towards them. And next we have there is like very important recoil velocity of the gun, and you can find it out. Like there are many things that you can learn through the laws of motion. So that's how it is going for that topic. And next, like coming to the system of rigid particles and rotational motion, I think it has like the formulas which are related to inertia. The thing is, people get confused, like how they don't know to derivation of the formulas. So let me tell you one thing. What I did for this subject was, like, first I just asked my sir. We was having a physics sir, and he was teaching us beautifully this topic, so I was able to understand it. Sir was suggesting me only one thing: rather than learning the formulas, we have to first learn how the formula is getting derived. I think I have roughly written out some of the process. Like for example, to find out, you have something called as like thin uniform circular ring. So you know what is the formula. So I is equals to mr square, and then when there is a tangent drawn perpendicular to the plane, we know there is perpendicular, like tangent perpendicular to the plane, it is forming parallel. So it is having the parallel to this thing, right? So you can take the parallel axis theorem. What is the parallel axis theorem? Like generally you know that is the inertia of center of motion, center of mass will be sum up to the mass and the radius square. So that is how you know the inertia of this circular ring, and you know mr square. So you can put it up into the formula and take it out as 2 mr square. At this point, I think even NEET asks such a derivation questions. So we should be on the we should not do derivations on the spot. by the way you go to the by the time you reach to the exam, I think you can just have your ways of like having you have already struck and read many times, so the formula will be, if you are not able to remember the formula, don't worry, first do of the physics and biology and chemistry, then only you will be going to physics, right? So that is how after you have to take, just round up that problem whenever you are not getting. So in the end you just check out the formula, and once you get the answer, start bubbling it. So this is the way that whenever the things are getting complicated, or you feel that things are going complicated in physics, or there is any calculation, there is lengthy of calculation, so you can just take a small like a break from that sum and move to the other sum which you are like very comfortable with. And next, coming to the gravitation, and there are even mechanical properties of solids, fluids and thermal matter. So these thermodynamics and such important chapters, these people have played an important and crucial role. We have to rather there in thermodynamics there is something called as adiabatic pressure, adiabatic, and there is work done by the adiabatic process, so and the isobaric, isochoric. So this all the process have taken into consideration. You can draw the graphs, and most important thing, take the textbook of NCERT or any kind of state book, so wherein you will find all the graphs. Please note down the graphs in any one place of your book, because in the end, I think in our 2020 paper there was roughly around two graphs, and I did one of the graph right and I was confused with the other graph. So don't make such mistakes. They take the textbook, take the graph, whatever it is telling on the x-axis and whatever it is telling on the y-axis, write down in the book. You have plenty of time, guys, you can just prepare on it. So instead of simply buttifying the values, you can see, okay, what is this and what is going to happen next. Even we have the when there are different thermodynamic process, then we have the isobaric process, and next we have the isochoric process, and we have the isothermal process, so wherein we are supposed to calculate the work done. So such all important aspects will be asked in that. And mechanical properties of solid, fluids, I think some of the things are very important to the conceptual base, such as you have to learn about the Reynolds number, you have to learn about the laminar flow, and about what degree of the Reynolds number which will give you the laminar flow, or which is transitional, or such other things we can learn. And next we have the Young modulus. So Young modulus is very basic thing, so you can just take up the formula and know its terms and apply to the general contents, so that whenever you first see a question, not only seeing the values, you have to see whenever you don't know how are you solving it, just take the dimensions and then you can proceed to the answer. So that is how you're going to approach that way. I think this is done for the physics class 11. And next I have the class 12, wherein you have the very important subjects, and it is simply cool, and wherein I started to prepare more formulas rather than conceptual based, I felt. So I was for electrostatics and the thing is I was learning about the formulas at the first, and there are always many formulas that have to marked up. At the one point of time I was literally stuck, not able to do anything. Then what I did, I obviously used my wall. So I started noting down the formulas. Then after noting down the formulas, once I kept the formulas into my mind, then before initially I have read about the concept. Once I have understand the concept, I have read about the formulas, I have wrote down the formulas, and I have revised it daily, concept and the formula. So that is how I meant it for I made the work easy for my electrostatistics. And coming for the magnetic effects and magnetism, this is quite a simple chapter I felt, because magnets is all we love to play, right? Who doesn't want to know the physics behind it? So that is what have given me a kind of instinctive to learn for that. So I think even alternating current was important, and there were many theory based questions rather than simply asking about this. I think even atoms, nuclei, dual nature of radiation, and these all have played an important role. I think once you are done with the chemistry part, physics part will be nowhere far for us, and it will be always easy to score in such subjects. So don't leave the conceptual based subjects. If you're not able to get any concepts, I think you can look on for the YouTube videos. There are many kind of YouTube videos wherein they teach the subject, and once as of now it is only the online based, and wherein people are getting stuck and not able to little bit of smart work that will bring up to you the success. Be determined, that is enough. Next, you have the alternating current, electromagnetic waves, and there is VIBGR in it. You need to know what are the frequencies of the radio, UV light, and how they're gonna help us when the hydrogen atom is de-exciting, how to take N values. These all are the basic concepts that we need to know. The physics is nothing but I think from the NEET point of view, he will be just asking us not in such a depth way, but only the peripheral part, which will be easy to remember, I guess. So mainly for the chemistry part, like already we have the dual nature or all these things, so you can just make a point on that, so you can remember it very easily, because once it is also done in chemistry, the physics part will be easy for us. And we have the moving charges and magnetism, which is combination of the both electricity. So it will be like by the time you have completed both of the chapters, it will be like very easy for us to understand it. So that is how I think I even made many of the formula books for such things. I have make up on all the things. I used to like read it everywhere, because whenever I get time, I don't want to lose my time at that time. So I was like fully initiating all the works. So that is how I got ended. After being said all those, I think what the thing which was striking to my mind for physics was practice was making me loving more physics, and it is making me rather perfect in physics. So I should definitely say this: practice will make definitely a man perfect. If you're not perfect, just try to be the better version of yourself while practicing. So this is how it like went on to the physics. I also used some of the books recommended by my sir, and he just said about the MTG book. There is like all the years of books which has AIPMT, and for the JEE mains I think I have used again MTG, because I started solving, since it was a lockdown time, I started solving even some of the sums of JEE mains, and there were also some of very good sums. There are like very mind twisting sums, and the thing which will only face we will problem is like we are going to face some problem in electricity second year topics, but nowhere it is going to be difficult for us. But all you need to do is trust yourself, believe in yourself, and you have to do the regular practice. Allow a 2 to 3 hours. This is compulsory. Note down this point. 2 to 3 hours for physics is very important, and having this time, having a regular timetable for do it on a daily basis, like whatever the formulas you are unable to get it, the once you have got the knowledge about what the living subjects, you have to like live them apart. So the only subjects which you do not get, or the only topics which you do not get, are only taken into the consideration, and you can make it. I think that's all for the today, guys. And if this video has started you making love physics, and you can just slightly drop a like, share, and comment button. And even you can share this video to all the fellow mates who have started preparing for the NEET JEE mains. And this video, if there is useful in any way, please comment down below, and let me know if there are any sort of videos that you wanted to make me on the further coming streams. I have lots of plans going in my mind, but I'm unable to sort it right now. And that's all for today. I will meet you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.